browser window open, and when it shows that it's actually started, then I'll know we have actually physically started.
Alright, just let me know when you're ready.
I've hit the button, and as soon as I see that the button is like clicked and on, and all that's good.
Yeah.
So I've started the song playing.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah, I actually I need to manually start it. Oh. I actually think we're actually live. So my please wait has finally disappeared.
So we're on?
Yes, we are live now. And I didn't even
Yay!
get a chance to start my song. I started the song playing.
Forgive us, people.
Let me put the song away. Yeah, I actually don't right now.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Hello, everyone. This is actually started. Hello, everyone. This is DK3D Night, and joining me tonight is live.
You're breaking up, man.
My please wait has finally disappeared.
You okay, Cash?
Yeah, you were breaking up.
Yeah. Sorry. Is that better? Okay. Am I still breaking up?
You're okay now.
Okay, good. Sorry, I was watching the stream at the same time, and that's why I was breaking up.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like I can't watch the stream at the same time as I'm upstreaming it, and there's only so much bandwidth. Only so much bandwidth. Hi everyone, this is DK3D Night, and joining me tonight is
Joshua. Hello.
Okay, that's all working, and everyone can see my mouse on my screen, so I better hide it. I'm gonna just continuously move my mouse, and everyone could just see my angry mouse movement. I should disable that, but not now. Too. Oh, Cash.
Yes.
Let us know.
Let us know what?
Your evil plans.
My evil plans? Oh, that would be convenient. No, that would be convenient, wouldn't it? I told you my whole secret plot. Oh no. You heroes can figure it out for yourself.
No. Okay.
So yeah, well, what are your plans for Shield then? If you're not going to tell me your evil plans.
Well, I'm trying to get something going with another MU so we can do some joint operations because we're at war with Spain right now.
I guess we should start. Yeah, what's up? Yeah. I assume you're going to be starting up like a huge recruitment drive and activity boosters, right?
Yeah, I mean we're gonna try to push forward a recruitment policy, trying to get to more life back in Shield because right now it's just 2 clickers and we need some action in here.
Yeah, I looked into the Shield's IRC channel, and I've never seen a lot of activity in there. But maybe that's just the time period I'm on. Because I'm usually not on the IRC until the late nights. So, but I noticed less people on it. So how are you planning on bringing people back to the IRC channel, and how do you plan on accomplishing that?
Well, right now I'm just trying to get people active on eRepublic right now. Some of the people don't use the IRC. That's why we use the in-game board.
Ah, yes, I that does make sense. That does make sense. It very much makes sense to do that.
Because that way everybody sees it. I don't have to be there all the time. I can post my message and it'll be on. Yeah. Anyway, that and I'm trying. Last time I tried to start a contest, nobody participated in it, which really is upsetting.
I know how you feel.
Yeah, yeah. As the Minister of Fun, I know how you feel.
As the previous ex-director,
Yes.
fine. Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes. VBS, Vacation Bible School.
no, I said of course. My goodness, is my mic that bad?
Well, no, I heard VBS or something like that. Or maybe it was CBS. I'm a pharmacy now. Yay! Here, everyone, have free medicine. What?
uh,
I'm fired? No. I'm a terrible person.
we both are.
I kind of feel bad for the second episode since we didn't actually get to upload that to YouTube because Skype crashed on us.
I know. It's like, oh,
But the first episode did appear, but I discovered that this made more sense because it's live, so we get all the aspects of radio. Anyone can listen in while we're doing it. People can ask us questions and we can comment and react to it. So we get everything that we got from Blog Talk, and we get everything from the other format.
oh, that's cool.
And we don't have
So,
to worry about like time restraints because if we are really deeply into a conversation, we don't need to end the episode because we ran out of time. If
yay.
something needs more time, we have that time. If we need to end it early, we can do that without any ramifications. I did know one little weak sauce I have to take note of is you have to be careful what music you play.
Really?
Yeah, my test streams both got attached with copyright claims against them.
Yikes.
I played 5 seconds of "Rescue Me" from Zebrahead.
Really? 5 seconds?
Yes, 5 seconds.
You would think a common use law would protect you for the first 5 or 10 seconds.
I thought so too. Well, the thing is, I could have probably obscured against it, but I was just doing test streams. I really didn't care. And then this got added. Your stream cannot be viewed in Germany. You know, and yeah, because of it, and that. Let's see what else. And they were going to the other party has right to monetize your video, which if I was monetizing the video, I'd be totally cool with that because I use their content against their oil. So yes, of course they should definitely get paid for it, but I don't monetize. So if they can monetize something that's not monetized, I'm against that. If
Right.
that makes sense.
So let's just skip the music altogether.
Well, I discovered it's just very particular music. I thought "Rescue Me" was old enough that no one would care.
Apparently not.
Cuz "Rescue Me" it I heard that song in a video game from I think PlayStation 2 days. Yeah, it was a PlayStation 2 game
Yeah.
that had that song on it.
Wow.
So I thought it was old enough that there was no concern about copyright. Like no one was going to bother. But I guess it just is a very popular song still.
I guess.
It's a good song. It is a good song. It is a good song. So I guess I would be okay with it if I well anyway. So I discovered my other song didn't have any issues, and that was something from another PlayStation 2 game that was actually it was originally made for that game. So apparently no one cares. Versus a song that a studio
Yeah. Hello?
Anyway, so yeah, I hear you. For a
Alright,
moment there, I
good.
didn't hear anything, and I got kind of scared. I was like, "No, no!"
Our plan went perfectly.
Okay, so other than preparing things in IRC, What about the current battle that's going on in whatever country I'm in right now?
The
It
journey
was
span
controlled
there.
by Spain. Yeah, yeah,
Spain.
yeah. I lost
And
you, Kevin. I
yeah,
completely lost.
we're fighting Spain right now.
Okay, we're fighting Spain. Because Wild Al actually contacted me last night, and he said, "Hey, can you help us with this? Re- what is that thing called? Revolutionary War, where you start a yeah, that's what that's called, right? Cost
Yeah,
$1,000 or whatever. Yeah, yeah. He asked me if I could help with that. I'm like, yeah, sure. So it was awesome.
yeah. We also might have war with another country that's trying to take over Canada, so we're going to see how that happens.
Canada, oh can. Oh wait, I better be careful.
The RDOist listening.
Well, no, I'm thinking YouTube will sue me for copyright infringement or something.
Yeah,
South Park, the evil
uh,
organization of South Park.
yeah. There's
Because then you're dealing with the MPAA.
yeah, right. Anyway, frivolous lawsuits aside, let's go. Lawyers are more evil than I am.
I thought, yeah, that kind of reminds me of a little joke I heard. What do you call a lawyer going off a bridge? Pollution. What do you call a busload of lawyers going off a bridge?
Yay.
Solution.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't think a bus is big enough. We might need several.
Uh,
Depends how many you can pack in there.
I told that joke to one person. They said, "How do you know I'm not a lawyer or have a family member that's a lawyer?" Well, Miss Substitute Teacher, I don't believe you're a lawyer because you did giggle during the beginning of that. Also, normally lawyers aren't substitute teachers.
Yeah.
You wouldn't make enough worth your time unless you were a really bad lawyer, and then you would totally agree. Cash, did I ever tell you the story of when I got to I got to watch a lawsuit because it was a high school field trip to a courtroom, and we got to see some. It wasn't a lawsuit. It was a case against this one guy, and did ever tell you that story?
No.
Okay, so the prosecution was giving I believe it's opening statement, and the defense attorney kept standing up and going, uh, what's the thing where you? Oh my gosh, my mind is such a blank. Um, where you
Shouting
just
objection.
objection. Yeah, that's right. He was screaming objection over and over in the prosecutor's opening statement, and the judge was going overruled, 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 and then he just stopped and he just ignored the defense attorney. Do you know why?
Why?
I'm curious if you understand this concept. Uh, the defense attorney was objecting over the prosecutor's opening statements because he didn't offer, evidence of these statements.
Yes.
But in opening statement, you tell the jury what your objective is, essentially. You can't overrule
The jury.
their the opening or
Wow.
closing statements because you don't have to have evidence of any of your claims. You're just talking, like you're just telling the jury what you plan on doing. So you can't overrule that or object to it because okay, I stupidly said overrule, but you can't object to that. And so here we have a bunch of high school students that are trying not to laugh And after the defense attorney and prosecutor left, we got to talk to the judge, and I asked the judge, why was he continuously objecting? He can't do that. It's an opening statement. And the judge is like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, no.
It's like I object to this man's opinion.
Wow.
I mean, you just essentially a high school class knows this. And here is a real lawyer who is failing at one of the basic aspects of being a lawyer. Because, well, we took criminal justice. That's it. We literally, you know, 1.5 years of criminal justice in high school, and we already seem to know more of what you shouldn't do. The only thing I could think of is the defense attorney was trying to buy time. That's the only valuable thing, and all you gotta do is piss off the judge, and that's why he was starting to ignore him.
Yeah, right. You don't piss
Because
off the judge. He's the one who determines you win or lose.
I mean, essentially, you're making yourself look stupid in front of students. Like literally, an entire classroom just staring at you.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh boy.
yeah. So, so you're underlaying your current programs for Shield. How are those supply drops working nowadays?
They're still going pretty good. I mean, there ain't too many people, taking advantage of that. I mean, we got a superb uh, supply program, but from what I understand, only 2 or 3 people are participating. And if any fellow Shield members are out there listening, come on in. It's there for you.
I have to be honest with you. I don't use the program, but that's only because I consider myself too weak to really do much damage, minus with a bazooka. And so essentially, I'm trying to earn gold so I can upgrade my training centers.
I know. I'm still trying to upgrade my training centers too.
So I have the first training center upgraded once, and that's it. I gain
Yeah,
10 strength a day.
yeah, me too.
Yeah. So like I've never really taken the supplies for that very reason, and I don't work in the commune either. I'm just working on. Did you remember the Hammer program?
I did. I was probably the only member left in it.
Okay, I I read the concepts of it when I first joined Shield, and then I decided to create my own Hammer program called Chris Doesn't Fight, and Chris just continuously strength trains. And that way, I would get higher strength, and I wouldn't level up too much out of my division. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Yeah, it's like a self-imposed hammer program, except like people didn't shower me with gold.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Right now, I'm just, holding on to Shield assets. If anybody needs something, tell me. So I'll be more than willing to help.
That kind of reminds me of a funny thing. I was kind of looking through the like someone gave me permission to look at the Fed finances,
Yeah.
and one of the people who took over one of my supply programs, because I used to run the Fed supply program.
Yeah.
I was originally a co-founder, and then I ended up running the whole thing for a while. Um, Someone asked for money to upgrade their storage center so that they can hold more supplies. Never did I ever think to do that. I've always had
Uh-oh.
non-existent storage, and I never considered it acceptable to ask for help for that, because everyone, like the people who had the money, would always complain that I didn't have a lot of storage space, and they would just tell me to work on upgrading it on my own time, and I'm like, well, I'm kind of poor right now.
Yeah. Right. Want me
uh,
to upgrade my storage? Give me some money.
so it's kind of funny because I used to have so much money because Melissa Rose actually like just dumped like when I was originally the fund director, she handed me like several hundred thousand, CC. And like I was just running the fund department from years from that original investment.
Oh wow.
And, of course when that started to dry up, well, anyway, eventually someone came up with the idea of making a budget system. I tried to improve the budget system, but I just didn't have a chance to like finalize the wording. I think I did make one policy change, and I remember it upset some people at first. And then I'm like, well, we did talk about this, and just no one said anything. So I consider like the matter closed.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm not taking a vote on something that I've already talked to y'all about, and we didn't like no one asked about it. So I'm like,
Right.
well, I already said I was going to do it, and I personally talked with as many people as I intended to talk with about it. I'm sorry I left some of you out. I just didn't consider you. You weren't members of my cabinet. You really. I understand you were members of other people's cabinets, but generally, I talked to a lot of people in my own cabinet, and I didn't talk to every single person outside of my cabinet because I don't know. I talked to a lot of people outside my cabinet, just not you. I'm so sorry. I really
Oh
am.
wow.
I'm not like I didn't go mad with power or anything like that. I was probably a pretty relaxed party president.
Yeah, that's
I just was doing that when I had you know, really long work days,
yeah.
and combined really long work days with, I only have, I need to make sure I get like sleep. It reduces how much time you can spend, but I'm thankful I didn't screw anything up.
Yeah, right. As long as you don't screw anything up, you're doing pretty good.
Yes, I consider that like my main objective, and like the first day, someone wanted to make an agreement with me, and I'm like, well, I'm sorry, we already got that pretty handled. I can't make you any promises. I mean, we'll see if we can, maybe get you in there, but we've pretty much decided our Congress list. Well, they're like, oh, okay. Because like
Sorry.
as soon as I became party president, I immediately told my political director and slash VP that I want to come out of the door running at Congress as soon as possible because I don't want to screw that up. Which is why we generally went at it at such a running pace. But then I did talk to everyone about the deal, and someone sat me down and said, you know what, I feel kind of bad because I kind of wronged that person in the past. I feel I should try to make good on this, and so they did. They asked me to help them make good on this, so I allowed the person to switch seats with that person that we originally said it wouldn't be possible. Unfortunately, that kind of blew up in my face because the person that we gave a seat to managed to screw it up by getting himself censored from Congress.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um. So I'm like, hand you a bone and bite it. Like, and the thing is, at the same time, I was like talking with another party about a longer range deal and maybe getting some votes from other parties, essentially allowing us to try to take the first spot of Congress back, which that looked good. It
Yeah.
definitely is. And most people said they preferred to deal with me because generally I'm the kind of person that when I say I'm going to do something, you can't talk me out of it unless you have a really good reason. You have to have a really damn good reason because I don't go back on my word like that. Once a policy is set, I mean, I don't like I talk with everyone before we set the policy, and once we've set the policy, there's no going back on that. because I like once the course is set, we sail it and see what happens. And if the course turns a little rough, we'll just see what happens. I don't, like panic at the first sign of trouble. I could
Right. You
explain
gotta
myself
push on.
better. Yeah, it's just that. I mean, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I don't
It's all
know
right.
why I decided to talk about that. I just did. I'm
It's
terrible.
okay.
I'm so sorry. I get sidetracked just a little
We
bit.
all do. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I think you were going to tell us more about Spain before I interrupted you the first time.
Well, I mean, we are already beating up Spain pretty good. I'm hoping for some new action though. We need some actual good targets. Spain's just a punching bag at this rate.
I actually have a question about the war module, and it actually like legitimately comes up because I have no idea what the hell. When we were attacking that one city today, yeah, I
Yeah.
actually managed to toss damage. I accidentally had the game apparently defaulted to the only guns I had, which were my bazookas. So I
Yeah, you
kind
gotta
of
switch over.
I like before it would just default to a normal weapon or hands and only use your bazooka if you requested to. So like I didn't not
Yeah.
familiar with the new war module. But so here's the thing: it said our objective was to take a power plant. What the heck is up with the power plants, and how does this all work? And
Well,
explain that module to me.
okay. The CO, like me, or one of my second officers, can optionally designate a objective if you want, and everyone in that division can target and then attack that target if they wanted to. Taking it out provides more conquest points for the winning side.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So, how do these power plants get constructed? Does the side build these power plants?
And I don't know. Just as far as I'm concerned, the option to target it is just there, and I just say, go ahead and attack it.
Other than power plants, what other targets can be chosen?
Uh, that's all I see right now.
Power plants. Fair enough. I mean, like in real life, power plants are a extremely valid structure to attack because
Yeah.
when you deny power, you deny communications and everything else.
Uh, by the way,
Hmm.
today's the probably president elections, isn't it?
What?
I said I got an election. Never mind.
No, no. Today was CP. CP. We voted for
CP.
CP today.
SCP, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, party president is on the
It's
15th.
15th. Yeah, okay. I get my dates mixed up. Never mind me.
Like, no, because if it was the 15th, I would have called everyone who was running and saying, I want you on this live stream now, or like you will be laughed at.
Right, right.
Because then, like, we can have a debate that goes on as long as we desire it to, as long as there are
Right.
questions and curiosities.
Keep it going all night long. Every.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're being bad
Now
now.
oh, wait, did you see that? Oh, yeah. And now the Kool Aid Man is crashing through the wall,
Oh.
looking at us all awkwardly. Okay, so
uh,
I'm trying not to laugh though.
I can't help it.
I think we're just really happy people with very easy to set off senses of humor.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that the Kool Aid Man has come crashing through. We were talking about the validness of power plants as targets. So that's kind of cool. That's a new feature into the war module. I'm glad they considered that, but I think they should also have nations be able to build structures that enemy targets can try to take out,
Didn't
and
we?
have these
Did,
structures have some sort of advantage to their home nation. Sorry, go ahead.
didn't we? This was before my time, but didn't you once have like hospitals?
Yes, they were businesses, and they were very, very expensive to use. But they offered unlimited healing.
Oh, that's convenient for somebody.
But you had to have the money for it, because healthcare was expensive unless, say the government gave you a sanctioned fund to heal yourself up. And that way the government could ensure that only people that do really well got health care.
Yay, capitalism.
Because, well, here's the thing. See, the government could, say, run one of these health services and ensure that, well, here's the thing. They could just make sure the money comes right back to them, right? And
Right.
so they could easily give a soldier a lot of money, have him purchase the health care, and just take the money back because it goes right back to them. Um, I don't know if that's how that worked. To be honest, they also had defense towers that you could build in your own country. Um, Also, the old system was that when you ran for Congress, you had to actually like be in the state you were running for, if that makes
Oh,
sense.
so you went by state instead of just by blanket country, huh?
Yeah, yeah, you literally had representatives from every state. So the more states you had, the more larger your Congress could be. So the
Uh,
more territories you control, the larger your Congress would be, which makes sense. You would need more leadership.
yeah, they changed a lot, haven't they?
Well, they also changed the game into what everyone calls version 2. This is the most scariest version. But before we talk about how terrible version 2 is, let me finish talking about version 1.
Okay.
In version 1, when you worked for a company, you got to know everyone who worked at that company. You knew who your boss was. Like when you went to work, you had your boss and all the employees at the company, and you could chat with your, employees, with your fellow employees, going, "Hey, is it like fun working here?" And you got experience in working in that job, which meant you could get a better working job, making higher quality goods in the same industry, if that makes sense.
I guess it does.
So like you actually had a work experience and your character got better at making, like for example, if you worked at a computer company, you got better at making computers. And certain companies that paid more required that you have a certain skill level to work for that company. It was like real life.
Right.
You could do an entry level job making piece of crap computers and work your way making up better computers. And there were more industries, if I remember correctly, which they
Yeah.
got rid of. Version 2 turned the game into a interactive flash game. Um, it also offered a new feature called house degrading. See, before you
Uh,
could buy a house and it would continuously refill your health. So once you got to a certain level, you could work and fight and never have to buy food if you didn't fight too much. Like you could work, fight, and then just keep working, and the house would heal you. And so as long as you made sure, like, to offset, like, okay, well, I only use food when I'm gonna fight really heavy. I could fight like one or two battles and and be healed in a couple of days. You know what I mean?
right.
It's like you only needed to buy food when you like really needed to fight. And so essentially I could work, train, and all that, and my house would heal it. So I wouldn't have to buy food just to work and train. And so essentially you get that sort of feeling of I finally, succeeded. And the higher quality house, the better heal you got. And this is like a heal that heals you like ever so often, so like by a day you could be really fully healed. So it was a really awesome feature. I really liked it. In version 2 they added house degradation. They turned the game into a huge interactive flash game. You had to go to school, and you had to, like, you only had so much energy to use every day. And you could work, but then that took energy away. I don't know. It was a really weird system. It was not like, okay, this version of Eve Republic is like version 1, but really simple. And version 2 was something completely different. It did not look like Eve Republic at all. And the problem I had is I couldn't make a profit. I was losing money every day. If you can imagine that.
That's not good.
So I felt I couldn't break even because everything just cost so much money, and I just remember it being really expensive, the everyday expenses. And I think you had to eat or something every day. I don't remember. It was just really a truly another game. It had really nothing to do with the Sea Republic at all. Okay, now that we've
Okay.
gone down memory lane,
Yeah.
other what other plan? You know what? I swear, the longer I do this job, the more I think I'm gonna become like Eli. Just gonna like reminisce about ages. I've caught myself doing that. Cash, I've caught myself acting
it's,
like Eli, and it scares me.
it's called getting older.
I'm 31.
Hey, I just turned 30.
Okay, well, see, yeah, when you get to 31, everything's like just you find yourself monologuing.
I'm already there sometimes.
Yes, we see I monologue a lot, and like I could just see people going, "Oh my gosh, will he ever shut up?" Yes, I know, I'm terrible. Um, so about the secret plans for Shield.
Well, failing at getting some other enemy to work with us, I might hold another contest and see if somebody's interested in that, or a recruitment drive, reward gold for getting active people in here. I got a few other plans. I'm trying to work them out. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So,
So the secret contest of Notre Dame.
secret contest. Well, last time I did a contest, I tried to get people to write in a fictional war report, in a newspaper comic, but I didn't get any hits from that, despite the generous award that I offered.
What was the generous reward?
Gold for the winner.
Gold? How much gold?
It was 10 gold for the winner, and you automatically got 1 gold just for participating.
So, how did they have to make the comic? Could it be a short story?
Yeah, short story, 4 or 5 lines, or
Okay.
as big as you want, as small as you want. But I didn't get
So,
one participant. I didn't.
I do apologize. I probably would have entered that because I enjoy writing things. I'm so terrible.
It's all right.
I honestly like I haven't been as active as I would want to have been, and I do apologize for that.
It's all right. Like I said, no one participated at all, so I kind of felt shut out there. Just like, oh, come on. I'm giving away stuff just for participating.
I do know how you feel, though. I honestly do.
Uh,
I remember like when there were a lot of people participating, but they wouldn't participate in my games. And I asked someone why, and they said because it's too complicated. And I said it's like 10 questions, and they're multiple choice. He said, "Well, I'll participate so long as I can just answer one question." And I went,
are you
what?
that lazy?
So this is what they wrote: A. And ironically, they got about 50% of them right. And so I awarded them money. The second time, I made a stipulation in the rules that any entries that are just exactly the same would be tossed out. And like the person like made that entry and said, "Oh, but didn't you read the stipulation? You have to change them up a little bit." You said, "Oh well, you know what? I'm not going to participate then."
Ah, people.
I'm like, "Really?" And I said, "That kind of hurts, you know." Because I assure you, I spent a lot of time on those. And to tell me that you have less time to interact with it is a bit hurtful. Just a little bit hurtful. But anyway, that is how the cookie crumbles, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So as a little test, um, we'll try playing a little song. It's going to be quite quiet though, so you might have to turn up everything. I don't think I can make it louder though. I think it's probably because something on my side is really low. So, in fact, you can actually hear this, Cash. It just won't be very loud.
All right, well, play it.
All right. Do-do-do. Okay, here we go.
Is it playing?
Yeah, I'm not hearing it either. I'm like, what? I'm scared that it's not playing.
I don't hear a thing.
But like when I tested this the other day, it worked just fine. Oh wait, you know what? Oh, oh gosh, I can hear it just fine.
I'm not hearing a thing.
I know, but like I can hear
Oh,
it on the. Huh? Oh yeah, because I turned up my speakers and it's playing. It's playing all right.
yeah, it's
Before
not.
I could always hear. Before I could hear it from Skype, but I guess it's just on my system. I guess that sucks. Oh well. So like when if you're listening to the stream, you can hear a song. You know what, Cash? I'm gonna like turn my well,
Echoes, echoes.
yes, multiple caches. Okay, well, we know that.
Multiple caches. You're trying to destroy the world. That's
Yes,
my job.
Cash is cloning himself. Uh, the reason the song I picked is from Bumpy Trop, and now I'm waiting to see if Cash knows what game that is.
Bumpy Trump. Like I
Bumpy
said, I don't care.
Trot, Trot. The
Like I
song
said,
is called Impossible.
I don't hear any songs. I don't hear any music.
Well, okay, but can you think of a game called Bumpy Trot?
Bumpy Trot. No, I can't say I do.
Okay. It was at the time it was a PlayStation 2 game, and that's not the game. That's not the name it released in America. It was actually called like Steambot Chronicles,
Huh.
and
No, can't
essentially
say.
it was like imagine a open world like Grand Theft Auto, and you had a mech. Then instead of cars, you had mechs.
Max, that's cool.
That you could, like, they were like smaller mechs, but they were mechs that you controlled, and you physically controlled them using the tank control system. You know, like to go forward, you held both analog sticks forward. If you wanted to turn left, you know, you put one analog stick up and the other one down, and you would turn. And like you could just drive around entire cities, and there were all these little mysterious jobs. You could play pool, you could play blackjack. It was a really big game, and it had a story set. And you got to upgrade your mech and make it better and color it and make it something that was unique to yourself. And you could put emblems everywhere. You could make your own emblems.
That's cool.
But the song is impossible, and the people who listen to this afterwards will go, "Wow, that was a beautiful song that they talked through, those bastards."
Those bastards.
uh, okay. I'm having too much fun. Too much
Really?
Okay. Well, can you think anything else you want to bring up?
Not really. I just gotta go back to my plans of world domination.
I should like get rid of the big white circle over the big white square above your head. Let me do that. There we go. You had a little white hat on.
I had a white hat on.
Yeah. Your doggy had a little white hat on his head.
Did it look good?
No, because it was a terrible white. It was missing shadowing. Basically, the box from the music song, it creates a little box and shows the cover art. And because I wasn't playing it anymore, it stopped showing the cover art, and so it was just a white box that went over your head. I'm so sorry. Like I'm sitting there going, "Wait a minute, Cash doesn't need a white box over his head."
Well, oh, you're funny. I'll kill you last.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. No, I can't think of anything else.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining me tonight, Cash, and I hope you had some fun.
I did. I hope to do this again soon.
All right then.
Thank you.
Night night.
Good night.
All right, everyone. That was Cash, and we're calling it a night at fedRadio. Everyone, take care.